Hi there, and welcome to Dan's Big Eats, the Revenge. So recently you'll remember we celebrated our first year anniversary of the Serious Megzilla channel. Oh, how time flies. Well, now it's the first year anniversary of Dan's Big Eats. And what better way to celebrate it than to go big? And let's go big by going with a Canadian whole cooked lobster. It's luxury, so you know it's good. It looks like there's 325 grams of this bad boy. Nice picture of the lobster on the front here. And on the side, there's the lobster's barcode. Now, you can see that this lobster box is a little bit beat up, but this was the best box I could find whilst I was shopping around at Iceland, so I'm gonna have to make do. Oh yes, it looks like I'm gonna be celebrating Dan's Big Eats in style.
Rend tear. Ooh. Oh, this was a mistake. Oh.
So, I think I'm going to be sick. That thing looks atrocious. Ugh. Oh God. Look at its horrible claw. Ugh. And it smells. Ugh. So let's take a look at the back of the box. You can see to prepare the lobster, we've got 4 main steps. We'll be following those in a moment. The lobster comes in at 325 grams, and for 100 grams it is about 77 calories. So for the whole thing it's less than 300 calories. Not too big an eat, but it is a gourmet dish after all. So I'm going to start by defrosting it for 4 hours. Well, I've already had this sitting in the refrigerator for 4 hours, so it should already be fairly defrosted.
There goes one leg. Here's one. I mean, those are legs, right? Where are they hands? Oh. What the hell? Oh, it's got no... Let's see.
So you can see here that this whole cooked lobster is actually a hideous creature. Look at its little legs. It's got these 2 horrible claws. Little grippers in there, designed for murdering its enemies. It's a perfect way to celebrate as a human being, to devour one, if you can kill it. Okay, step 1, twist off the claws. So, I grab them and twist them. Well, mine already came separated, so maybe that part's already done for me. 2. Insert a sharp knife into the back of the head and cut down to the tail. Okay, so chopping this part in half.
So, let's just mash it open. This smells, it's just revolting. It's like, it's got that horrible damp fish smell to it. Well, what would you expect, I suppose? This is cooked, right? And rip that apart.
You can see I've sawed it in half, and it looks pretty horrible. The next step says to remove the green tamale and red roe, whatever those are. Remove and dispose of the pale sac gills in the head and the dark intestinal thread that runs through the length of the tail. So I have attempted to pull the parts out of the head here. See this soggy bit of meat, and this one here, also a soggy bit of meat. This is what was inside the body. Doesn't seem particularly edible, but and that green bit's probably not edible at all. I have to say that the instructions in this case were not terribly easy to follow, and so I've probably not followed them very well at all. However, one last step is to pull the legs and claws apart to get to the meat on the inside.
There, that's exposed it. Nice bit of claw meat. Claw meat.
Somehow I feel like I'm not in such a celebratory mood anymore. However, I've done what I can and pulled out the meat I can get to. The guide said to remove all the green bits, which I've done. So this is pretty much all the chewy meat I could find, which I suppose for a first try it's pretty dismal considering the size of the creature. And here, of course, is the the remains. It's kind of pitiful, I know. However, back to the task at hand. To eat these little pieces of meat. No doubt they have a gourmet flavour that will set the world on fire. I guess I'll start with this nice big chunky piece here. Looks like a nice chewy flesh. Go on then, let's have a go. Very salty. Oh, I mean, yeah. Okay. Well, it's not lost. I'll try a bit from a claw. This looks like a nice tender bit. I mean, it kind of tastes like that cheap tuna stuff you get with the bones in it. I mean, maybe I missed a step in the preparation, but all that said was to pull it apart and remove the meaty bits. in general. I mean, it's just nasty. Oh, got one of these tips. I mean, the meat inside the pointy bit of the claws isn't too bad. Kind of tastes like prawn. I mean, perhaps if you're experienced with this kind of thing, it might be for you. But for me, I'm gonna have to give that a thumbs down, and big time. Happy 1 year anniversary of Dan's Big Eats. See you next time on Dan's Big Eats, The Revenge.